Welcome, everyone, and welcome to our guest, one and only guest. Maybe we'll have more as the day continues. I just want to say thank you for coming to witness each other. Thank you for being in the journey. I don't want to talk too long because we have to keep very prompt with time. But as you all know from my emails and from Glenn's emails and from what we've done together in this semester, our heart pours out to you because you've each brought a very unique, individual, incredible offering to your journey. And you've committed to yourself to this amazing exploration. So thank you for doing that. I'll speak more on the 7th. For now, without much more ado about nothing, I'd like to introduce Robert Burke, who's going to kick us off today.
Thank you.
Stand, Robert.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. It's been a real privilege. Thank you. My topic this morning is on Unus Mundus as a core archetype of the hero's journey, of another archetype. So I'm going to begin without any further. I may have to truncate this. It took me between 9 and 12 minutes, and I ran hoarse trying to get it down. But if I have to truncate it, it's because I have a meditation for you as my gift. So, Unus Mundus, core of the archetypal hero's journey. Because my experience is that life is an unending journey, continually evolving with richer and deeper understanding of who I am and what we are. Then the aim of this presentation is about the cyclical nature of psychological and spiritual integration. I have nearly 4 years as a Roman Catholic monastic, training with the Trinitarians in Baltimore, Maryland, and in Salamanca, Spain, and 22 years with the Yoga Societies of New York and San Francisco. I was one of the managers at the Yoga Society of New York in the mid-90s. And also I bring along with me these MA studies with which I'm going to try to integrate into my further development. And so I've been developing a special language for the personal experiences that are just now beginning to find voice. I shall also elaborate in advance and carry out this seal of self-discovery into the realm of the Asian Comparative Studies program, PhD program, here at CIIS. The reason is for these studies is that with grace and understanding, I shall pass this forward, both publicly and academically. That is my aim. On spirituality, I'm going to begin with a clear understanding of what spirituality is. I like Michael Daniels' take on spirituality in his collection of essays on transpersonal psychology in his book, Shadow, Self, and Spirit, where he senses there is a more comfortable use of the word spiritual rather than transpersonal. There are more objections to transpersonal. However, he distinguishes, and importantly so, by referring the term religious, as it's explained by Stanislav Grof, who states that once a religion becomes organized, it often completely loses the connection with its spiritual source and becomes a secular institution that exploits human spiritual needs without satisfying them. Okay, so Unus Mundus, how does this come in? Well, with serious soul searching and reflection, I discovered the term Unus Mundus best incorporates both a spiritual return and holistic restoration of body, mind, and soul, what we call psyche. In the Yoga Darshan, we call this integration of the causal, subtle, and gross bodies, and also the koshas. I won't go into the details, it would take too long. But we call this self-realization, the realization of ourself. But succinctly, Unus Mundus is both the culmination of the individuation process and full spiritual awakening. In Professor Chalquist's archetypal mythology course, he also stated that Jung and the physicist Wolfgang Pauli noted the archetype expressing Unus Mundus, wherein the synchronicity, this is a psychoid archetype, exists simultaneously in the psyche and in the world. And that is the meaningful coincidence of synchronicity, of the observed and the observed, that arises out of the source of individuation, which is the one world, the Unus Mundus. So I also asked Professor Chalquist about the relationship of Anima Mundi, or soul of the world, with Unus Mundus in his archetypal mythology class. And he stated they are the same. But he also correlated Anima Mundi with Athena, the Greek goddess of wisdom, who sees the intrinsic connectedness with the earth. So Athena, the goddess of wisdom, is very deeply connected with the earth. I'm not leaving the feminine out. My language is biased towards the masculine. It's a convention, but I recognize the feminine. So the conclusion on Unus Mundus and Anima Mundi, I therefore comprehend both Unus Mundus and Anima Mundi as the same point in the center of the psyche, and that represents the self with a big S. Okay? It is like a tiny hole in the middle of the paper that it's either of or in the paper. It's a hole in the paper. This is like the self in the model of the psyche, where the self manifests through this hole that's not there as archetype and communicates with us, the ego. Okay? This happens in the psychoid orbit between consciousness and unconsciousness. And it's a threshold within the psyche. This one world and soul of the world is what we strive for and is the basis of the hero's journey. You only have 2 minutes? Oh my God. No. Okay. Well, I'm just going to sum it up because I have 3 more pages. Here's a picture, our new symbol for Unus Mundus. It's the Earthrise, the camel, the Chalquist often talks about. Oh, God, I'm at a loss. I did this last night and I got it down in 9 minutes. What I want to talk about is that during the hero's journey, we cross many thresholds, and what happens is that when we go through the first, we get the call, we go on the journey of adventure, we descend into the darkness that is often referred to as the light. The light, I forget how it goes, but anyway, the light comprehends it not, or the darkness doesn't comprehend the light, one of those two. So anyway, the idea is that we turn our face to this unconscious, and it reflects back our face to us. And it's like Meister Eckhart says, the eye with which God sees me, the eye with which I see God is the same eye with which God sees me. So this reflection of ourselves at the darkest despair is when we give up everything that we think we are, and then we have space for that self to embody in us, and we become the voice piece for that very self. And this is the aim of what I plan on taking with me and finding language for in the ACS PhD program. My focus will be the Brahmanishtas, who are the people who are recognized as self-actualized masters like Ramana Maharshi, Harivanshal Punja, Nisargadatta Maharaj, these great sages. And I'm going to stop here because I'm so frustrated. Oh my God, so sorry. I'm going to, what I'd like to do is present the affective component of my presentation, my incomplete presentation, with a meditation and open G string tuning my guitar. Before you, this is my gift for the class. I hope it sets the tone. Helps if I turn off the mute. There's a trickster here. I swear I've had some yams. I'm just going to do it without the amp. I'm sorry. What's that?
Plow through the message.
Hero and Trickster, 2 for 1.
He was following me all the way from my apartment. Thank you all. Good luck.
Robert, could you